Big news for the unemployed. An influencer is facing public backlash over a pedophilic comment that she did about her son. It all started when the influencer named Jenny Molin with over 401k followers on Instagram posted this picture of herself in bed with her son on May the 25th. Originally, the caption for the post was, "Your eldest son will be the most toxic man you ever date." But she later on edited the caption according to this community note, but then she changed it back to the original caption she wrote. Okay, so after all that backlash she got on the internet, she responded to it on this podcast called Not Skinny But Not Fat around June the 23rd, basically about a month ago. And it only made things worse for her. The video is about 1 hour long, but I'm gonna spare you most of the time and just jump into the juicy parts.
Even know all the drama about this fucking post.
Yeah.
And I thought that what you said on the phone to me hit so true and hard.
Yeah.
And we talked about you writing a piece about it.
Yeah.
And I was like, come on the pod and say this because I think it's really important. So let's talk about how it all started. You posted a photo with your kid.
Yes.
You're hugging in the bed.
Yes.
Call it whatever you want. Hugging. Embracing. Toppling. Whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Caption was your
eldest child will be the most toxic guy you ever date. Which is true.
Okay, those were the exact words.
Yes.
So people don't then twist it or anything.
Which, if you have a son, you fucking know that.
Bro, the host for this podcast looks like she's so over this. I'm so done. So yeah, as you saw in this clip, Jenny was basically trying to clear up any misunderstandings or confusion about the post. She stood up to what she said and still believed her statement. In her point of view, it was normal. Yeah, there is nothing normal about that. Dude, it's just the fact that she was like, and you know that. Ain't no way she's defending this tooth and nail. It's as if the more she spoke, the worse she makes things be. At this point, she may genuinely have a sick love for her child, bro. She doesn't straight up say or clear up the fact that she doesn't love her child that way. And she just says it as if it was some proven statement. A very relatable statement, if you will. As if there was nothing wrong with it. Honestly, I have never experienced this in my family. I'm an only child, so this experience is far from being relatable to me. But to be honest, I can kind of see her point of view. Now, hear me out. Hear me out. She may be saying this for the future girl the kid will date when he grows up. I think that's a possibility, right? Right? She may say that her statement that all elder boys from the family will be toxic boyfriends to their girlfriends. I think that may just be me though. Sometimes I feel lucky for being a little more innocent than society as a whole. I mean, when I originally saw the post and read the caption, I didn't think anything wrong about it at first. But then I open up the comment section and that's when I see the darker point of view of it. See, I feel like porn has done irreparable damage to the human brain. That the slightest affection a family member gives to another, the internet quickly portrays it as incestuous, and sometimes that isn't the case. But for this scenario, there's also the argument that if what I'm thinking was true, then she could have captioned her post differently. Something like, "My eldest boy will be the most toxic guy you'll ever meet." And even if she were to post that, I think that is sort of degrading in a way for her son. I mean, out of all people talking smack about their son, the mother should be the last person to do so. So even if it wasn't meant to be taken dirty, she's still in the wrong for that. I just can't get over how she says it openly without any embarrassment. So later on, she blames the Facebook audience for the backlash.
Okay.
And I can explain what that means.
Did you notice from the beginning that this is going on like the wrong side of Instagram? This is being taken. Like you could tell right away, right? When the comments
I think Caroline, not to throw Caroline under the bus, but somebody attached my Instagram to my Facebook.
Okay.
And Facebook is a different demo of humans.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think that that's where it started to like get this weird traction.
Nah, sis, that was definitely the right side. More like you're part of the wrong side of Instagram. All those crazy comments and weird tractions are normal people having a normal reaction to your post. You calling the people calling you out on your post the wrong side of Instagram is hilarious. Notice how she's only defensive of her statement and is even gaslighting people. Even the host of the podcast is gaslighting the audience. She hasn't made a quick disclaimer of her post not being meant to be incestuous in any way. No denying loving her child in a sick way. Nothing. If I was in her shoes, instead of gaslighting and blaming it on the quote-unquote wrong audience, the first thing I would do is to make it clear for everybody that I don't love my son that way. So far, she hasn't done that yet. Her gaslighting people makes her seem more suspicious. Kind of like when you have an argument with your girlfriend or boyfriend, and when you point out something wrong they did, they immediately flip the script on you and make you feel bad about it. Because deep down, they know they did wrong. This may be the case here, but in the end, this is all speculation. So this clip, as it progresses, it gets way worse. Like, way worse. She later on says how this is a joke and she's been doing this forever, and she just keeps on saying more weird shit.
My Instagram to my Facebook.
Okay.
And Facebook is a different demo of humans.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think that that's where it started to like get this weird traction.
Because the Instagram people know you, follow you.
Yeah. It's like, this is the joke I've been making forever. Like, I'm in this dysfunctional relationship with like a guy who's like, you know, can you hold my head while I like vomit into the toilet? Can you
wipe my butt?
Can you give me a full body massage before bed?
Yeah.
Can you, be a deer and put more ice in my water bottle? Like, this is the treatment.
Or Noah, who grabbed my butt and said, there was a lot of fat on this butt. And I said, you're not wrong, Noah.
Yeah.
So yeah, another example, right?
Just like,
toxic.
Use and abuse me.
Okay. Where do I start? First of all, what the fuck? Second of all, what the actual... Bro, this was literally my reaction to what she said. This is the type of shit that kills my hope for humanity. You know the saying that every child deserves parents, but not all parents deserve children? Yeah, I think this is the right person for that. This is absolutely vile and disgusting, bro. Talking about how the son uses her and abuses her? Bro, you're literally describing what a normal parent does for their child. All those things you said about wiping a kid's butt, holding their head while they vomit. That is what a normal parent does for their child. A parent who actually loves their child must be with them no matter what. They should be treated like sons and daughters, not a transactional relationship like the one you're describing. Absolutely despicable. So after that, she talks about how she wonders if her son will call her in 20 to 30 years.
Right?
Just
toxic.
like use and abuse me.
Use and
and
abuse
I'm
me.
still like, is he gonna call? Like, I was never that girl. I've never been in that kind of relationship.
First of all, I already think of, is he going to call in 20, 30 years? I'm not even, is he going to call today? I'm worried about him not calling.
No, I'm going to be banished
20.
to voicemail for all of eternity. And I'm just going to be like, I'm going to keep psychodialing. I'm going to be like, girl sending texts. Are you mad at me?
Nah, this is top of the line toxic. I mean, don't get me wrong. This is completely normal and a valid concern for a parent. Like, of course, they will be oftenly be checking up on their children, no matter their age. And a parent's dream is for their children to maintain close contact with them for as long as they live. But the way she says it is just like I don't know how to say it. You too must have gotten a weird vibe from what she said. The part where she says, I'm going to be like a girl sending texts, are you mad at me? And comparing it to a dysfunctional romantic relationship. Out of all comparisons, why did she use this one? This just makes her seem more suspicious about her son's relationship with her. This is so messed up in so many levels, bro. I swear. So she later on talks about the algorithm, and her use of the word toxic is what made people take this the wrong way.
So what do you think made people take this the wrong way? The caption, or they thought like the hug was? I mean, what do you think set people off?
I think they thought that maybe the hug looked lascivious. I'm not sure. I don't think they liked the caption toxic. I think toxic got in some sort of algorithm search. And you're probably reading about like being like abused, and then you see this woman like embracing her son, and they're just like, what the fuck? They couldn't handle it. It threw them over the edge.
Now, fortunately, my mom was never like this, and I'm very thankful for that. Bro, if this were to be my mom, I would quickly call CPS and be like, hello? Yes. Please, take my mom away from me and throw her to an adoption center. I'd rather live under a bridge and roam the streets of Miami than live in the same household as this woman. Genuinely, what the actual fuck. Now, a parent hugging their child is normal. I mean, I do that all the time with my mom. Us Latinos are more affectionate than any other race. We hug each other, even kiss on the cheeks. It's completely normal. What isn't normal is the way you're describing your relationship with your 12-year-old child. Anybody who wouldn't have any context of who the person you're talking about would instantly think you're talking about a boyfriend or a husband. Nah, when they find out that it's your kid, yeah, it'll be over for you. Also, if you thought this was bad, brace yourself, because this is about to get a whole lot worse. Guess what she says next?
They couldn't
It
handle
threw them over the edge.
You were people were saying they want to call CPS on you.
And my sister had the best response. She's like, somebody should call CPS on me for ordering my son Taco Bell for dinner. Because that is like, what are we talking about?
What are we talking about?
And by the way, if you knew my son, like, he's really the predator. You know what I mean? Like, he's the one who's fucking all over me. I've been like trying to like lock him out of the bathroom for like the last 12 years.
No, the bathroom is crazy.
He just
when
wants
you just want to go
my
to the bathroom.
undivided.
Ladies and gentlemen, my amigos and amigas, the award for the worst parent of the year goes off to this woman right here. Calling your son a predator after calling him your boyfriend is top levels of horrible parenting. I genuinely feel so bad for her child. One can wonder the horrors he must endure with this horrible human being of a mother. At this point, not even Peter fucking Griffin is as bad as a parent as this woman. Yeah, he may be neglectful of his children. He may cause physical and emotional abuse towards Meg. But at least he would be leagues better than this woman. You know, if I were to choose if I'd rather have Peter Griffin or this woman as my parent, I would choose Peter Griffin without any hesitation. It's just that it's so messed up to be calling your own son a predator and a toxic boyfriend. And she still has the audacity to say that it was just a dumb joke that didn't land right. Yeah, nah, you're done. You're done here. Actually, no, I'm not done. Oh, God. How bad can this possibly get?
But I do think it has to do with...
Yes, this was very important. When he said this to me, my mind was blown.
I think that, like, if I had made this joke a month ago, 2 months ago, it would have played differently.
When you were married.
Because, yeah, and I'm still married, but, like,
When
I was
you were...
publicly, like, with a man. And I think that there's something about a woman who is not attached to a man that somehow reads as a threat, dangerous, like she's...
First of all, this is really important what you're saying, because stop and think about it. Jenny has never gotten shit about this subject. She's been making the same joke for years.
Wrote for fucking Parents Magazine, a standing column. Like, I've been like a voice on like motherhood in a lot of ways. That's like what my platform was
and you've been
built
making
on.
This
dog, literally nobody asked about your divorce from your ex-husband. This has zero correlation on why people are calling you out on your post. Like, this is like saying, oh, I took a person's life because I ate a peanut butter sandwich. Like, dude, the dots don't connect here. That's irrelevant information that nobody cared nor asked about. What is relevant is your sick, twisted, alleged relationship with your child. Your 12-year-old child. Literally going off topic from the original topic. And the fact that she's saying that she's been making this joke for years is disturbing. Yeah, maybe that's the reason why your husband broke up with you. Maybe he saw how crazy and insane you are that he decided to just dip away from you. But I digress. This woman is clearly mentally unwell and needs her child to be taken away from her. Her child would be more safe with a literal gorilla than herself. At least the gorilla will not harm the child, but will raise him as a gorilla and do gorilla stuff. What's the gorilla stuff in question? I don't know, but that would be way better than living in the same house as this woman. You know, now that I think about it, this hasn't gotten the proper backlash it deserves. Because if you think about it, if the genders were reversed here and it was the father talking in a sick way about his daughter like this woman is doing about her son, homie would be arrested in a millisecond after he drops the post. Hundreds of FBI agents would spawn at his doorsteps and they would send him to prison within seconds of his post. The double standards here are insanely massive. But hey dude, at least she's getting backlash and that's good I guess. So later on the video, she further gaslights the people who called out on her by calling them snowflakes.
And the fact that the first time it gets taken in this twisted way.
Yeah.
And people are calling you intense shit. Like, I mean, they're extreme.
They're like, we hope that Jason gets custody of your children.
No, it's crazy.
We think that you are a pedophile. You're
insane.
Disgusting.
For hugging
sending
your
my
son.
sister DMs. Do you molest kids too? Out of control.
Out of control.
And then I die. They're like, Jason Biggs' estranged wife. I'm like, I'm literally sitting next to Jason. I'm like, I guess I'm your estranged fucking wife. Like, it's like the picture they paint is
but these are people that don't know you. I feel like once it gets in.
I don't think people are being snowflakes when they're pointing out the possible incest and pedophilic vibes this post admitted. Once again, if you were a man talking that way about your daughter, you will be in prison within seconds. You do not deserve to have children. They must be taken to CPS and go off to a better family. A family that is actually normal and not sick and demented as yourself. But anyways, this situation only gets worse because I found this article that this woman wrote, and it is an abomination. Right off the bat, the title of this article is definitely something not to be worried about. Nope, nothing wrong with this article. And in the article, the mother talks about how she thinks she's hotter than her son's girlfriend. So the article starts off with her saying that she wants her sons to marry women whose mothers are dead so she can stay relevant and quote-unquote seemingly useful. What an awesome way to start an article. It definitely caught my attention. And as you read the article, it just gets worse. There's a part where it says, several months ago, my eldest son was texting with a girl. She was 12, but I could already tell my brand of toxic. She was bossing him around, using big words, and he was utterly spun. I complained to Jason that I wanted to intervene before he got hurt and that she wasn't even hotter than me. Yo, this legit just made me want to puke. Comparing yourself, a grown-ass woman, to a literal 12-year-old girl is pure heinous insanity. Pure outrageous, insane filth. I'm utterly disgusted at this woman. I think I've seen and read enough. I think this woman is insane and must be sent to a psyche ward. Her children must stay away from her. The farther from her they are, the better. It's honestly sickening. Nah, but for real, I am thankful for the mother that I have. She has been nothing but an exemplary mother towards me, and I love her to death. I am thankful for having her as a mother and not a person such as this monster. But anyways, what do y'all think about this? Leave it down in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and now excuse me.